Do violent video games cause behavior problems? The answer is no, because there's always going to be people in this world that have behavior problems, regardless if there's a video game to even further how they're going to be feeling. So what happens really is, if there's censorship on a video game, so they're trying to block out people from experiencing these things they see and play violence in video games, what's actually going on is, inside the brain, you're going to start feeling curious of what actually is there, what you're not allowed to see. Because if someone comes to you and says, you're not allowed to see this, you're not going to allow to see this, under no circumstance you should see this, then the thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to see it. So if you show something to somebody, regardless of what it is, the curiosity is not going to be there, but if you tell them not to do it, then that's when they're going to want to do it. So regardless if there's bad video games, bad movies, killing, that's part of a culture in all of the world, and the behavioral problem's already there to begin with. It doesn't start with video games. For example, when people play Grand Theft Auto and kill people all the time, that's probably better than them going out in real life and doing that. Let them get their aggression out while they're actually playing a video game, which doesn't harm anybody. If there's not these kind of video games that people can play, and if they're censored or not available, then this thought process is going to get to the head, so they're going to start thinking about it, so they're going to actually want to bring it into reality. So the best part is actually let them do what they want to do in their video games or their movies or however they feel, so they can get their aggression out that way instead of performing it on the streets and actually killing people and causing crime. And furthermore, if you give a gentleman that's honest, respectful, a good gentleman all around, if you give him a handgun or a pistol or a fucking grenade, or you give the same items to a murderer, a criminal, and it's two different people, two different mindsets with the same things. What I'm trying to say is it revolves around the person themselves if they're going to actually perform bad behavior or if they're going to not perform bad behavior. It's really up to the brain, how the person is, how they've grown up, and really overall this exact situation. So I'm going to ask you guys this exact same question. Do violent video games cause bad behavior or violent behavior? What would you guys say in the situation? I want to hear if you guys are for it or if you guys are against it, and how you feel all around about it if you don't really have an opinion. I just kind of want to know how you guys think about the subject, because the logical way to think about it is no, it does not cause any behavioral problems or violence or anything. That's for the person themselves and how the person is brought up and how their environment affects them in certain ways. So, opinions, drop them in the comments. You can leave me a video response. Really, whatever you can do, just let me know your opinions, and next video comes out soon. And put your thinking caps on.